What is going on, guys? Welcome in. It is Monday. A kind of pain in the rear Monday, if I do say so. It was a long day. Just got new coffee. It is late for me. Usually we're on about 3 hours ago, which makes sense because I got out of work almost 3 hours late. Real life can be a pain. Hopefully, everyone is having a good week so far. We are just gonna get straight into some matches. Hopefully, I have some good ones. It'll probably be like a 2-hour session if I had to guess. Let's see what kind of shenanigans we get into. Every game includes a different set of minion types. Sometimes Murlocs are in, and hopefully they're out because it ruins all of the other fun. I feel like every time there's Murlocs, you gotta be way too cautious. Man, 6 armor, 5 armor, 6 armor, and probably one of my least favorite characters to play. Let's reset her. Let's see what we get. Heist Baron. Alright. It's kind of all risque. Let's go with the Forest Warden. Honestly, I wouldn't have minded playing Guff either. No matter what we do, it's kind of a risky situation. Some risky business. Guys, if you are just getting into the stream, if you are just watching the video and you're just at this section, definitely remember to hit subscribe, turn on your notifications so you know when we go live so you can see all the videos like this. Give some input, tell me I'm absolutely terrible. Whatever your heart desires, I will probably mostly not be offended, but I will defend myself. No, it's a good time here, so love to have you guys in. It makes it more interactive and fun for me, and probably for you too. Whatever you gotta do. Either way, I will have fun, and hopefully you guys enjoy the content too. Again, demons, dragons, murlocs, naga, undead. Let's see what we got for names here. Nope, lame. Gorilla spelt wrong. Interesting. I like that skin. I almost wish they did a little more with the head to make it a little different, but the rest is pretty cool. We're gonna go up a tier and grab this enchanted lasso. I think we're gonna win this round just fine. He's tier 2. He's got a Murloc, so I'm gonna put the Misfit Dragonling. Yeah, I'll put a second.
Have a good battle, friend.
Divine Shield. First would have been a little better. Would have done 1 extra damage to him. Hey buddy, how's it going?
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Ooh, 2 botanists. Let's go with that. Let's do extra health and 1 extra attack. I have no idea what we're going for yet. I think I might try to... I kind of want to do dragons. Depends on how fast we can get dragons ramped up. I don't want to do Battlecry. I don't really want to do Battlecry Murloc. Maybe. I don't know. Dragons or Murlocs, maybe. I don't want to do undeads for sure. Demons would be cool. I think maybe we just play this one by ear. We'll just go with whatever... plays at our heartstrings the most. Yes,
We all
what?
need some bumps now and then.
There we go. Get 2 extra gold. We can get a shell collector. And I'm going to buy that fortify because we get quite a few stats from it. I'm going to put it on the botanist. And drag your enemies under. And on. Alright, sure. Whatever you say, man. Whatever you say. Johnny, how are you doing today? Sorry, I'm so late. Real life is so lame. I got stuck at work. Had to do some stuff with very large generators. That is the goal. Okay. Yikes. Barely pulled through on that one. But we're tier 3. We got some extra damage. Ugh.
Your minions really pulled
Right? Isn't it the worst? Working's terrible. I mean, I guess it's good for money, but pretty much in most other regards, it's really lame. Let's go up a tier again. We're going to grab these tricky trousers, and we'll do a refresh here. 2 spirited whimsy drakes. I actually think I'm going to grab both of those. I like the value. Philip, you making that money? Ah, this guy has the hidden treasure vault. You know, it'd be crazy if he got the gold increase from the lesser trinket now as well. Start of each turn, gain a gold, upgrades every turn, and then gets the other one to upgrade every turn. He'd have like so much gold already. I don't know when he finished that. I wonder if it'll tell us. It says gain 1 gold, so I wonder if it'll say 2 at the next turn and we can track it.
Don't tell the others.
Yeah, it is already up to 3 gold. Wow. He must have had like the easiest quest to complete. Probably something to do with. Jeez. Well, hopefully we can. Nope. Damn. That is kind of what happens when you have a bunch of extra gold to start with. 3 extra gold already. Maybe 4 now for him. He got that done on like turn 2.
How's it going out there?
Avenge 2, which is kind of terrible for us. And the last we were to go with... You know what? Let's go with the souvenir stand. I'm going to give it a shot. It also only costs 0, which is odd. Thought it cost 1 usually. So let's full send on that. Let's grab both Whimsy Drakes.
Good tactical choice.
Almost got triple out of that. For each different keyword in our warband, we have like none. Let's do that and grab the Drake. Something like that. 3-1. Those 2 get buffed up. That'd be fine. I don't know if it's a winning comp, but it's a comp. This guy's got Murlocs. I think pretty, I would go for Murlocs, so I think it's probably what he's doing. I wonder what we're going to get for grip. See, it costs 1 there. Why did it cost 0 for us? What reduces the cost of the trinkets? Or changes them? I guess I don't really understand how all that works, but... Tier 3, couple of us tier 4. A lot of tier 3s, couple tier 4. She's going to have her greater trinket next turn.
Still make a comeback.
Well, that was good. He takes a bunch of damage. Hey, you know what? We actually... Yeah, win this round. Look at that. Well, you'd be able to if you could open the game without internet. But I mean, you have internet if you're playing it, right? So, let's do a refresh. Hey, there's a triple. I'm gonna go up a tier. We get 2 extra gold. I'm gonna sell one of the botanists now. Grab the dragon, then get the triple. Get a tier 6 dragon. See what we can. Hopefully, dragon. No dragon. Whenever you summon an undead, give all friendly undead to 1 permanently. I don't know. We don't really have... I mean, we have some dragons here, but we don't really have a dragon comp per se. So if we totally switch it around for the greater trinket, we might be able to get something really cool. I think we might roll the dice on it and see what happens. What you got, ETC? You got nothing. Except a very strong minion over there. Alright. 7 damage. We're still good for the next round. We will get our greater trinket, guaranteed. We might die immediately after we get it, but we will have it. Let's get that caretaker. We need some... Hey, a catacomb crasher. And a risen rider. So let's get that on the field. Let's do... Get rid of the botanist. We'll grab the risen rider. And... I'm gonna get rid of the rallier.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
The nice thing is, whenever you summon an undead, so if we're going with a full undead strategy with this new guy, this is going to die. It's still going to summon 1 skeleton and 2 over summons. If the Misfit Dragonling doesn't die first. What do we have here? Naga. No, they don't AoE, right? So, that extra summon, Catacomb Crasher, will give some extra stats to everybody. And then Nisol there will buff up these two at least.
Have a good battle, friend.
What do you got? Wow, that's a lot of spells. Well, that's unfortunate. We lost to just a false implicator. Kind of a strange... Alright, let's see what we get. Come on, something amazing. I guess. Kel'Thuzad's portrait. Seconds. Let's go with the gold. We'll just double up on it. Get all that extra gold. And we will make stuff happen with this. Demon Dragon. Man, I kind of want it. Chef's Choice. Let's get a different undead. Harmless Bonehead. Let's do... What do we got? Another Catacomb Crasher. Grab that. Let's get rid of both those. We'll throw that on the field. Double Death Rattles. I mean, that was pretty good. I would prefer the Caretaker Cadaver to be first, but we did get the Oversummon comp going. Just in time. Whew. Little did we know that Undeads was going to be our choice for this match.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
That being said, I'm just going to stay at tier 5 and kind of work off that. Let's get Tavern of tier 5s. There's a Catacomb Crasher triple. Maybe we can get another Neosol there, whatever his name is. Neosol.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
A new Barak. Let's do a Reborn on our Catacomb there. And everything gets nicely buffed up. Alright, this should be pretty good. We just need another Caretaker, maybe a triple. We don't have Beasts, so we can't trigger them out of combat. More Titus is what we're going to be looking for. But 1 gold Catacomb
Have a good battle, friend.
should definitely do some work. That was like the best possible option for that. Yikes. And that is it. We are out. Rough. Wow. Yeah, you did pretty good. 8 extra gold every turn. Rough first match. That is fine. I thought we actually did a pretty good job ramping up. We needed, I don't know. There wasn't much else we could have done there to ramp up any faster, aside from some more, just better minions, I guess. But our minions were up in the mid-hundreds. He just ramped up real well. Beasts, Demons, Mechs, Naga, and Pirates. Let's try for a mech game. No, Nobundo. Enhanto Mechano. I think I'm gonna do Zyrella. She's kind of got like, I don't know, some weirdly useful synergy early game. Yeah. Yeah, and it really depends on, like, our trinkets were meh. They were so-so on that one. Kind of had to go with, and have to go with gold, but going with the gold to have the chance to ramp up our field seemed like the best course of action.
Hey, my favorite commander is back. Ready to get started?
Monotonous is what I'm guessing you're going for there. Pretty good. 4/4 pirate. I'm guessing that's what you mean anyway. I'm not sure. But if not, I do also like that word. I don't actually know if that means anything, but what does that mean?
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
I mean, that kind of works. Wouldn't be the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Let's go with the cat. So we can get another cat. And we can go up Tavern 2.
I can bring in more powerful minions now.
We lost the round. What did we even, how did we even lose? I don't know what he had. He probably went with, I don't know, attack or something and had another minion, or I don't know. I suppose I could actually just watch what happened. I'm gonna do that. Let's see. I'm gonna see what happened.
I once served a drink to a death knight.
It's kind of cool. You can do like a playback on my side screen. Yeah, that's exactly what he did. Kind of felt like that was the only way that he would have beat us in that round. 7 attack and a pirate.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
I kind of want that careful investment too. Let's do that. I'm going to sell that off. We're going to grab this little guy here for the extra stats, and we'll get the careful investment too. My wedding is in 2 weeks from today.
Have a good battle, friend.
2 weeks from today. It's going to be a blast. Then I'll be away for a little while. I'll probably do a couple streams that week. And then, I say probably, there will also be like people here, so it's gonna be a lot going on. But let's see. Yeah, we get married on a Monday, and then we'll have a couple days before we actually leave for our honeymoon. So I'll probably do a stream or two on those days, and then yeah, I will have a week off from streaming, and then I'll probably stream like either the following Sunday or Monday. So it'll be a break between the probably like the 4th or 5th and the, I don't know, whatever's a week and a half from then. Woo. Killing it.
You're good at this.
Is it possible to just like fill a field with sharp-tooth snappers and then I don't even know. Like full field of sharp-tooth snappers. What do we got here?
I like where you're going with this.
I wonder how many metallic hunters and like do they give 2 of the tavern spell if it's a gold? I assume it does. There's a lot of minions though right now.
I think you can win this thing.
Summon a bunch of 1/1s. Do we tie this? We do tie the match. We got 3 copies of the pointy arrow.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
And I'm going to go with the Goblin Wallet. Let's grab the Hunter. Should have grabbed it with the Sea of the Light. That works. Let's do 1/1 Reborn over there, and then I'm going to grab this Starry-Eyed. We'll make both these snappers gold. Start of every 2 turns, make an adjacent tier 2 gold, and I think that summons 2. I think. Either way, I'm going to save up all these weird pointy arrows. Or pointy. I'm not going to lie. For literally ever, I've never read that card to see that it's a pointy arrow. It looks like a hand axe. Like a thrown... Like someone threw an axe. If you look at it like... I don't know. I can't like hover over and show you what I'm talking about. Obviously zoomed in you see it as... Yeah, I could see it as either. It almost looks like the hilt goes up and like it's just kind of like a bent back axe. Like an orc axe or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. I see a hand axe, honestly. You're all the weird ones.
I think you can win this thing.
I don't know why we're getting a ton of pointy arrows, but it's just the right thing to do. 7 pointy arrows, because why not?
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Fair enough. Hopefully, big day means good day. Let's do one more refresh. You know what? Let's sell the Busker. I'm gonna grab the Hydra. I'm also gonna grab Overconfident. And I'm gonna put this Hydra right here. And I'm gonna give it some attack. Because why not? 31 attack on a Cave Hydra. Big day tomorrow. Just a lot of work. What do you do for work? feel like a lot of work can be so many things. It can be like a lot of paperwork. It can be just like, I don't know. I want a double start of combat. Greater trinket. Do I get to attack with that now? I do. Sweet. Extra pointy arrow. Come on. I tried. I mentally tried to make that happen. And didn't work. Alright. One of these Sharptooths is now gold. Summon 2 3/1 beasts, they attack immediately. Okay. So we can do tier 5. Grab this metallic hunter there.
Exactly what you were looking for.
Discover a spell. Ooh, another Sharptooth Snapper. Granted, it would have been a gold, but we made ours gold. Let's see if we can get a free dealing gambler. No, we do get taunts though. Max. It is get 2 pointy arrows.
Of the momentum, friend.
Well, yeah, we definitely lost that one real bad, like 15 health. Yikes.
Oh, it's okay. We all hit some bumps now and then.
Alright. Unholy Sanctum or Pagel's Fishing Rod. Actually, I think I'm gonna go for the rod. I don't know what we're gonna. Yeah, not a great tier 7, but not terrible either.
A good tactical choice.
I don't know why I bought that like that. I should have done this first.
I'm top of the food chain.
Oh boy. I'm gonna freeze this arena. It's got some potential for us here. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. We have extra gold. We gotta come up with something though. Perfect. Good, that's dead. And we're good. Well, at least we could take Raynor out. I kind of want a T-Rex from the... If we get a T-Rex, we'll be freaking killing it. Sea Witch, Zarjira. That is not super amazing.
Now we're in business. A good tactical choice.
She's unneeded now. That's not needed. Let me get a couple spells from that real quick. Kind of screwed up the Myrmidon. So we're going to buy that Cave Hydra triple. Syllabus.
The tide shall wash you away.
If I do something like this.
Go big or go home, I always say. Aren't you all precious? Aren't you all precious? I think you can win this thing.
That way we get the bonus to the spells? I don't know. Kinda just grasping at straws here. I'm kinda good without the pigeon now. That's gonna be a full 15 though. You know what, let's see what we can do. We do have the Sea Witch. Maybe we just buff up Naga. Got a perfect vision there. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Well, that sucks. Okay. Now that we got that misplay out of the way.
I didn't do it! I swear!
That's quite the army you're building, friend.
We got another Sea Witch.
Fine start.
Well then. Double end of round effects.
Go big or go home, I always say.
Probably should have grabbed the absorb there. Another Humongous. Alright, so let's get the... I'm gonna get rid of the Cave Hydra. I'm gonna play another Sea Witch.
Shall wash
I'm gonna grab the Humongous with that. I'm gonna play a spell there. Grab that for the triple. Tier 6. Naga, sure.
let us see the
Double end of round. I'm gonna put Taunt on that. And let's buff some stuff up.
It's good to get some minions in play.
Whew.
Have a good battle.
Double end of round effects, 5-7 on all of our Naga. Said not sure if it's enough, but nope, not even kinda. We attacked the worst possible enemy. This actually wouldn't have been a bad setup if I did it like a turn or 3 earlier. It's kind of hard to counter the gold rust though. He had tier 6 minions early too. Oh, and he had the 2 pirates to make goldens. Yeah, he's gonna do really well. Yikes. That's alright. Next one, best one. Hey, I make these mistakes so that you guys don't have to. That was a really, really bad misplay with the spellcraft from Zargira. I, for whatever reason, thought I still had to discover a tavern spell minion, and I thought that's what it was. Beasts, elementals, mechs, naga, and pirates. Let's refresh him. Let's go with the panda. Panda's random. I'm good for some random. Random may help us do a little bit better. At least that way we get to swap it up every turn. I feel like we do pretty well when we play as the master. Keys, Silent Sword, Peace Walker, and where was the other guy?
Long time no see, friend.
Killer Leaf. Let's go swatting insects. Swatting insects. We'll start with the elemental. I'm gonna freeze that just in case we get something else that, whatever the ability we get, if it allows us to buy extra next turn, it might be worthwhile.
Don't tell the others.
What do we got? Lullabot. We win this round. Easy. See, that's gonna set the tone for the whole match. What you got for us? That's kind of terrible, actually. I was like, are there even pirates in the match? Let's go. I don't know. Sure. Yeah, nothing we could. What's he got? Beasts. Ah. What do you win by? He won by 3, and he won against pirates. Yeah, we're gonna take 3 damage here. He's got the whatever you call it there, mana saber. I probably should have looked because we could have won this round. Well, we didn't kill it though, so I'm actually kind of good with that. Not killing it saved us from taking an extra damage.
The battle is really raging out there.
Temporal Tavern. Enchanted Lasso, Temporal Tavern. Wow, 2 tier 3s. Roll the dice on stealing one of them. No shot. Alright. I'm just going to grab the other one. I'm going to grab them both. I'm going to grab the Gladiator and the Strike Roll next turn. It's just good value. I like the early game Strike Oil. Would have been amazing if we'd grabbed one of those Gladiators, though. We could have let it reset at that point.
Have a good battle, friend.
He's going to have a Moira Bronzebeard. Ooh, alright. Well then. Spend 50 gold. Makes sense.
Oh, it's okay. We all hit some bumps now and then.
Give a minion Divine Shield. Yeah, it's kind of terrible. Not really a big fan of that at all, but she's tier 3 already. So I think we're probably going to tie the round. Sylvanti. After 9 friendly mechs die. So she's had 6 die already. I mean, she's probably got the 1-star Divine Shield one, if not 2 of them, on the field out of her 3 mechs that she had.
Have a good battle.
We are only a hot minute into the stream and I have devoured this coffee. Oh yeah, that is a cord puller, alright. Okay, well, we won the round. Seven damage is a lot to take this early.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Summon an exact copy of 1 friendly minion. Let's do that. I'm gonna do a refresh. Why not get the triple?
I fight for the fans.
Tier 4. I'll grab the Valiant Tiger. I feel like it's pretty good almost no matter what. She'll give 2 stats to both.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
I don't know what we're going for here yet, but whatever it is. It looks like it. Yeah, it worked. Tie it at least.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
I'm gonna go with the Tavern Spell Reduction. And a lucky. Come on, give us a 6. A 3. You know what? I'm okay with that. It's something. Let's give Reborn here. Do 1 refresh. Gentle Stag. It's kind of nice, actually. Yeah, sell the Scarab, get the Stag. When you summon a beast, summon a minion in combat. So we got beasts, elementals, mechs, naga, and pirates. Reducing the tavern. Really, we have the beast setup going on right now. I'd like to not go for beetles though. What is the possibility to just go with a full beast comp without going for beetles right now? I don't even know how viable that would be, or if like moth is kind of the end all be all, or we totally change it up and go with something that isn't any of that. I'm gonna freeze tavern. Pirates. If she wins the round, we get extra gold. If she doesn't, I don't care.
Friend.
There's a lot of Divine Shield. Yeah, we win the round. Take that, Maiev.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
12. Sorry, it took me so long to read your comment. 12 hours to finish a shift.
more powerful minions now.
Silithid Burrower. Avenge 1, improve this by 1/1 permanently. What about just like a full field of Burrowers just buffing each other up and giving them Reborn? So they all just keep buffing each other up. It is a tier 5, so there is a chance that our greater trinket could be to get more copies. Hold on. Yeah, there's a chance that we could get a portable cube and get the Silithid from it. Just keep ramping up a ton of them.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
Rylac. He's just ramping up the stuff in the tavern. Sweet deal. Probably should have put the burr or the tiger all the way on the side. But that's okay.
Keep up the pressure.
Discover a minion of our tier. Let's go to tier 6. Lead Explorer. Hawkstrider Herald already. We also got an Electron powered up. Let's go with the Hawkstrider Herald. Buffs this up permanently. We got another Silithid Burrower too. Let's grab that. We'll see what our greater trinket is. I think the Burrower is pretty cool. Let's do that. It's gonna buff everything by 6/6. That's gonna die, come back. We do need a lot of minions to die to really maximize the Silithid, but that's gonna be the combo right now. Let's try a Silithid Burrower Beast Ramp style build here. I should buy Golden Touch in case I find another Burrower, but we'll see. Maybe we'll get the portable cube that we were hoping for. Whew, Spacefarer already. General Stag coming out with that 41. They're at 8/8. We need more minions to die. Portable Factory. There it is. Portable Factory. Ooh. Trigger all friendly death rattles. And, you know what? I'm going to go with the Portable Factory. I've been talking about it. Let's see if we can get the Silithid. We don't. We do get a bunch of tier 4 golden pirates, so... Could also do Dancing Barnstorm and start buffing the elementals up. I'm going to go with the Barnstormer. We're going to keep getting Barnstormers. So, we're going against mechs. Let's do neither of those. Alright. There's another Barnstormer. So let's get the first one out. Second Barnstormer. We give Taunt over here. Doing a full swap now. That Hawkstrider Herald's gonna stay right there though. Silithid Burrower triple. I'm gonna get rid of the Valiant. Grab that just so we can get some space and another tier 6, maybe another Hawkstrider Herald. Doubling up on the Hawkstrider Herald, so we're gonna trigger both of those right away. That's nuts. Alright. I'm going to tank this turn so that we can maximize our death rattles right now. Double death rattles. We're going to double trigger both these Barnstormers. +4/+4 to our minions. 2 different times. Doubled. So that's going to be a ridiculous amount. That's really all I got. And a Rylak. And a Bran. We can just throw the next 2 turns for that. They are battle cries and death rattles. Alright, let's see what happens. Is that gonna be enough to start coming back from this? We took a big loss. We're gonna get the triple on the Barnstormer here. Sure. I'm gonna grab the Bran, even if it's just for this first battle cry. Tier 6. Elemental of Surprise. Oh my gosh. That is already a 77-77 windfall. We can make a triple right off that right now. Or I can just buy them both, just because they're both 87s. The Elemental of Surprise is good, but kinda needs some minions. So, 2 87s that summon more stuff. We can slap these Hawkstriders kinda in front there. That'll die, then that'll die. Max. Yeah, I don't know what he's got for Max, but... Even if we lose this round, we're going to get 4-4, and, well, we're going to get 12-12 a bunch of times. Our elementals are up so much right now. And again, we're going to get another Dancing Barnstormer. If we could get a triple on the Hawkstrider just to save the field space, we'd be in pretty good shape to win this.
You can still make a comeback.
No, it's got taunt. Yeah, we won the round. Come on. Yeah, and we get all the death rattles. That was one less than we would have got, but... The Hawkstriders are going to trigger both of them anyway. And we get the triple on the Hawkstrider. I guess. 153, 155 on the Meteorite Crasher. Alright, so we're going to grab the Hawkstrider. Arid Atrocity triple. We freed up 2 extra spaces now. I guess, why not, right? And let's grab the... Let's grab the Crasher. It's a 155 on its own. Get that taunt for that. And I want that as well. So let's do... Meteorite. Play that. I'm going to actually just sell that one off so we can grab the Windfall. See what we get for a minion. Another Meteorite Crasher. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do careful investment and we get that second Meteorite down. We got 3 minions up to 160 plus. That Hawkstrider Herald, I'm going to put it first. We'll double trigger both of these. Titus Rivendare is going to trigger them extra times. I'll put that over here. Just because Titus can double up on that effect as well.
I think you can win this thing.
If we manage to pull this off, it's going to be one heck of a game. And I can pretty confidently say that I think just because of the order of attacks, we are going to pull this off. Depends on that a little bit. No, we're good. She's out. She's out, and we got a lot of stats again on our minions in the tavern. If we can triple this Meteorite Crasher, which we get, no shot. We got the Meteorite Crasher there as well. I guess after we buy a pirate. There's the triple. We got double Dancing Barnstormer, gold, with a gold Hawkstrider. Honestly, the only thing that's better would be a gold Titus. Meteorite Crasher for the triple. 545, 549. Double tier 6 minions. I have no idea what I even want at this point. Another Hawkstrider would be not terrible, I guess. It can still activate those effects some more. Technical Elemental can go on any double end of round effects. I don't even know what we're doing right now. This thing can get sold. Trying to find an elemental I want to use. Another Windfall. What do you got for me, Windfall? Buff all our minions a little bit again? This is kind of useless, but we can grab that Glowing Cinder, and we can actually up the Dancing Barnstormer buffs a little bit. We got the max amount on the Barnstormer still. Like I said, Panda was gonna make this random, and we've won. Not necessarily first, but we have won. Give a minion a Divine Shield. Let's go ahead and slap that on our Meteorite Crasher. Our minions are up over 300 now. Grab that Glowing Cinder there. Another Meteorite Crasher. I think Arid Atrocity has now outlived its purpose. Weird. Such a big minion, and it's just nothing compared to the shop now. Holy crap, everything's in the 300s. Guess we'll grab another Meteorite Crasher. I don't know why. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, I think it's kind of useless. It's a big minion, but it's useless overall. That, however, that's the all-star. It's going to get stronger and stronger, and we can buff what we already got. I'm going to slap that on this Meteorite Crasher next turn. Maybe this guy's bigger. We did beat him the last time we fought him, and our field is kind of a whole lot bigger than it was, right? What do you guys think of this match so far? I think this is excellent. Portable Factory, Dancing Barnstormer, These can't necessarily get too much bigger without slapping some technical elementals on them, but if we can get another Divine Shield on some of these. 2 more Meteorite Crashers would be insane. That would put this over 1,000. Or a Meteorite Crasher and an Elemental of Surprise. Even better. Get the triple on that.
You're doing great out there.
What's he got? What's he got? Tiny mechs. We got this. Easy. That one's not so easy, but we can kill that Kangors off right now. Good. Kill off this thing too. There we go. All right. All the shields are gone. Perfect. We got it. And that Meteorite Crasher is like half the size of what our other one's gonna be. $429, $430 on the technical elemental. Arid Atrocity is so big. Another. Alright, what do we got? Ooh, a Crackling Cyclone. Absolutely. Let's get rid of that Glowing Cinder now. These are a little bigger. Crackling Cyclone. Probably should have done that first, but I didn't, so take that. I'm actually going to do that and see what we get. An itty-bitty Meteorite Crasher. And we'll slap that over here, and we're going to give that and our... I'm going to divvy up the stats a little bit. 1004, 1006 with Divine Shield, and then the 859, 856 also with Divine Shield. All we did was latch on one technical elemental to both of those and made them huge. Dancing Barnstorm meta. Who would have seen that coming? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm going to try and get a... I really don't want to triple with that Meteorite Crasher if I can avoid it. We could lose here. The 2 Leroys. If that Leroy hits over here, we'll be good. Or if we hit... I don't know. That would have been nice if we'd hit that Leroy. The Leroy is going to be a little dependent on what happens here. Alright. Now we're good. He's out. He is no longer a problem. It's just going to be Zarek. And we were quite a bit stronger, right?
Nice work out there.
556, 528. Discover a spellcraft, and it is permanent. Divine Shield, permanent. Let's grab that Wildfire Elemental. We're going to get that on the field with a permanent Divine Shield. I'm going to probably get rid of that Meteorite Crasher, huh? Wow. That's so big. Yeah, let's grab that. What are you going to give us? Elemental of Surprise. Get that on the field. That out. That out. And I'm going to search for another Wildfire. Hopefully. That's a pretty bit. Good Eyes of the Earth Mother it. I don't think that's a good idea, though. Maybe we just get one sheer chance or another Elemental of Surprise. We got the triple on the Elemental of Surprise.
Oh, you're
What? That is not what I was aiming for. Oh my goodness. Alright. That works, I suppose.
Go ahead.
Definitely wasn't what we were going for, but you know what?
Let's see if you
A
can
2,000 with the Divine Shield. I guess we'll take that. Ooh, that is a big Deflecto bot. This is gonna be close. We got rid of the Divine Shield. No, it's back. We're gonna win anyway. I think it's random. What triples? Not positive about that. This guy could get bigger than us right now, though.
keep up the pressure.
Your left and rightmost minions attack immediately. Absolutely. Let's go with the Refreshing Anomaly. Wildfire Elemental. And a Dancing Barnstormer. So we can still use the Barnstormer. It's probably a better idea to get that Barnstormer. It's huge. Less of a buff, but a way bigger minion. It's going to be the last round no matter what, right? Yeah, it's going to be the last round. I'm going to make sure of that. Let's get that on the field. Get a couple free refreshes. Let's get a tavern full of elementals. Not the elementals we were looking for, though.
You're down a minion and up a goal. You're down a minion and up a goal.
Oh no, Gentle Genie. It's alright. It's what we're going with. That is what we are going with. Ah, rip us. Well, the good news is our minions are a whole lot bigger, so we absolutely just won this. Right? Yeah, everything can one-shot that. That's it. Just making our field huge, won the game. 700 on elementals in the tavern. That is massive. That's a first place. With that, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick because that was a decently long match and I have sucked down an entire extra large coffee. So, give me like 2 minutes, guys, and I will be right back. Alright. I am back. The other crazy thing about that match, we were getting like, what, 120, 120 on our elementals at the end of, or every turn in the tavern, and the only thing we buffed was attack by 1 for our elemental stat gain. And that wasn't until we had 300 elementals in the tavern. But even without that, we were getting like 120, like 120 stats with that combo. If we had had anything that would have ramped up how much the elementals gained, or gave, it would have been just ridiculous. Beasts, demons, dragons, murlocs, and quillboar. I think it's the first time we've seen quillboar tonight. Maybe we just go with that because we can, and we got N'Zoth. Patchwork too. Let's go with the N'Zoth. If we go quillboar, N'Zoth is awesome for that. If we play it right, which may or may not happen.
Fresh opponents. Are you ready?
Death rattle for beetles. So we need to get tier 3 fast. Trying to think. Fish and N'Zoth is really only going to be good to double up with the 3 little quillboar. We kind of need to get tier 5 pretty quickly so that we can get it before the greater trinket, just in case. It kind of depends on what the greater trinket gives us, but... Ha! 3 damage already.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Liquid, how you doing anyway? How was your night? How are you enjoying the matches tonight? The one really good one we had. The other ones were kind of a train wreck, but well, you know what? We're not going to talk about those ones. We're going to talk about the really cool elemental one. What do we got here? Winks. Cubes. Tar. Why do I feel like we've gone against Snarky Goblin before? Just looks familiar. I'm sure more than one person can have that, right? I don't know if anybody else has a Brigadier, but fine.
You're good at this.
Patient Scout.
I'll do what I can.
Grab that Fortify. Let that build us up to tier 6 quickly. It's a little different compared to duos, but that's fair. Obviously, a lot of the creatures are the same. I know there's like, duos has like a pretty cool strategy to it. I would be up for duos with people at some point. I just may or may not do them live on stream. Plus, it's kind of nice to unwind and not always be on stream. So, but yeah. We tried 5 damage. I do like, you know, the passing mechanics and stuff like that to buff your partner up and all that jazz that goes along with it. Glow Gullet, and let's give Glow Gullet a taunt. Probably could have grabbed that Intrepid Botanist too, huh? There's another scout. Freeze that scout in there. Probably grab the Oozing Gladiator as well. I'll grab the Gladiator and Scout next turn. Maybe. Maybe I'll just grab the Scout. Freeze the Gladiator so we can go up a tier.
Have a good battle, friend.
You don't always know. It kind of depends on what you're given. Like right now, I mean, I know what I want to go for, but it's not necessarily going to happen. I mean, I could get a lot of really good beast options, and I might end up not doing Quilboar. I'm going to grab the Quilboar and try for it, but if I go too many rounds, for instance, like, you need to start buffing blood gems as quickly as possible with Quilboar. If I go too many rounds without getting the right minions for it, then it's kind of a, you know, it's not the time to go for it. Put that down. That's a weird lag spike there. Oh, let's sell that off, see what we get. I left that space open for when the Glow Gullet dies. Yeah, like, for instance, these Patient Scouts. I'm going to go for tier 6 because I'm trying for Quilboar, and the really good Quilboar are at tier 6. I'm going to try. I might end up selling them at 5. It depends on how well we do in these rounds. If I get too low, I'm going to have to sell just to keep myself alive. But if I sell this and get 2 tier 6s, and the first one is the Shimmer Moth, which is obviously super good for beasts, I would, if there's no Quilboar, I'm going to grab the Shimmer Moth because it's a really good minion. And it pairs well with the Fish in his Off, potentially. But if both of them are not Quilboar for the whatever I do for the Scouts, I may just not go for those at all. You kind of gotta pick and choose. Like if it's strong for beasts, or even demons or dragons, whatever it is, if it's super strong in one direction, I don't have enough of a field right now to even matter. Go with the treasure map. Go with the treasure map so I can actually up the tavern tier a little bit. Like I said, we need to get something to buff blood gems. Like, what I've got going on here so far is honestly not all that great. The Glow Gullet and the Buzzing Vermin are good to have.
Since they trashed my place in Dalaran.
Alright, so Prickly Piper, if I grab that probably next turn. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the Prickly Piper next turn. Summons 2, that'll die, and it can summon itself and something else. Put the Buzzing Vermin. Guess not. Guess I'm not gonna put it first. This guy quit. I guess he quit, huh? Who knew? So I'm gonna grab the Prickly Piper, and I'm actually gonna sell the Patient Scout to get a tier 5. Double Battle Cries is not really it. Equally, they can come in a lot of handy if I end up with some crappy luck here. Get that. That'll be a double death rattle with that. And then I'm just going to throw Banner Boar over here. Let's put some blood gems on stuff. This will sell for a tier 4 next turn, and maybe I can get the other Quill Boar. The tier 4. The Bristler is now a tier 4. If I can get that. Worn Treasure Map is going to give us 10 gold. We will have 20 gold to work with. I can go to tier 5 and then tier 6 in one turn. Which is kind of huge. And we'll see if we want to utilize Bran or not. Again, Prickly Piper will up our blood gems by 1 attack. That'll buff up the Glow Gullet as well. A big thing is that that's going to go on the fish in his off, so the fish can up the blood gems a second time. Yep, 10 damage. We're still alive for 2 rounds, which is good. We'll make it to our greater trinket.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
The other thing is, since we're guaranteed to live here, let's sell that, see what we get first. Not amazing. Bonkers isn't bad. I'm just gonna go right to tier 6. Double end of round effects. Buff for our blood gems potentially. Yeah, probably.
Make a comeback.
Froze that, I didn't necessarily need to, but let's see what happens. Buffs our blood gems. We'll get at least 1 attack. We're definitely going to lose this round. His field is pretty big. So that means we're probably going to take 15... 13. Either way, 5. If we lose a round, we're pretty much dead anyway. We get to go against the dead guys, so we just gained a free turn. End of turn effects trigger an extra time. Drakari Enchanter. Trigger twice, an extra time. Banner Boar. It's not great. It could work. I'm thinking Bristlebach, though. It's going to be the way to go. It goes on all of our minions.
Who knows what secrets will uncover? Come on down.
Discover a Death Rattle minion. Another Prickly Piper. Triple on the Prickly Piper. So I'm thinking, let's get rid of Banner Boar. Grab the Prickly Piper triple. Another tier 6. Arid Atrocity is not amazing, but it is something at least here. Bristleblock's gonna buff up everything, so we could go with... Honestly, it's kind of crazy because we could go with anything for Bristleblock at this point because our blood gems are gonna be so big. Bristleblock's gonna play 2 blood gems on all of our minions. I could switch to a full, like, beast style comp. I could get rid of, like, Glow Gullet.
You can still make
Arid Atrocity's not bad. Definitely get rid of Bran. And that still allowed us to buff up there, even on the 1 minion.
your minions really
Actually, what I'm kind of thinking, if I'm gonna grab that. The pony there. That buffs the blood gems.
going with this.
I'll try anything once.
Buff our blood gems. Now let's get 1 refresh in, see what we get. There it is. The Sin Runner Blanchy. Needling Crone as well. And put the Sin Runner Blanchy all the way at the end here. Arid Atrocity. Honestly, the Atrocity could go before that too. Maybe it's right there. The Blanchy will come back to life with whatever the Bristleblock puts on it for stats. So our blood gems are, what, 8-2 right now? I'm going to freeze that Needling Crone there. Probably replace the Arid Atrocity with it, maybe? And maybe the Buzzing Vermin. We can always put Reborn on the Arid Atrocity as well. But as many death rattles as we can.
You can still make a comeback.
2 Famished Fellbats. It's all good. Buffs everything twice. Buff them all again. Again and again and again. Even himself. And Sin Runner Blanchy. Yeah, that worked. Lots of death rattles, lots of resummons.
You're good at this.
Let's grab that crone. Sharptooth Snappers, actually. Eh. Last time I tried to use Sharptooth Snapper, it worked like crap, though. 3 little Cool Bore. To oh, dragons. Indomitable Mount.
Twist and twine.
I almost kind of want the Indomitable Mount out there. It's just extra death rattles there.
Don't tell
We could get another Sinrunner Blanchy from it too. I know. Hey, you know, we're turning it around. You never know with this. Alright. We did lose out on a little bit there, but it's alright. The double blood gems are going to be huge here as well. Ooh, rough. That wasn't great. That wasn't great, but we got a lot of extra summons from that too. And we tie the round. Still in it. We're going against the dead guy again. So now we definitely have the chance to adjust our field a bit. I have an idea. It's a little crazy. It's going to involve quite a bit of
Go ahead and hire one of
luck.
these.
I kind of need to get an amalgam again.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Alright, we're going to leave this one up to chance. So next round, I'm going to roll the dice pretty hard. We got this in runner Blanchy. I need 2 amalgam. The Prickly Piper's going to die. It's going to give 2 attack. And we could lose after this anyway. Our field's not getting... Our field's not going to get too much stronger. We're just going to get more damage. I already know I get that first attack in. Buffs our blood gems up a little bit. So my thought, if we can pull it off, it's going to be... well, we got a Corrupted Bristler. So there's that. Apparently we're not going to get... you know, the amount of times that I get an obnoxious amalgam most of the time, no, I'm not going to get any. No dice. Okay. Well, that worked like... kind of like dog water. Anyway. Let's put Sinrunner Blanchy earlier. Corrupted Bristler. Get rid of that. 3 little Quill Bore. I actually want that earlier than both of them, right? Another Needling Crone. Now, if we win this round against Buttons, who's using Demons, Portable Factory, he's going to have a massive field, isn't he? Why do I feel like his Portable Factory was the demon to buff the spells? Either way, we made it from real close to dead to at least top 5. This is why you don't give up. I mean, we were kind of staring death in the face in the elemental game too. We just got that one turn to ramp up. We brought our elementals from like 15-15 to 85-85 in one turn. And then that's what gave us the ability to survive. Oh yeah. He's humongous. We actually almost came back and like won that round. That was really close. We were up in the 400s. No, they're not. That was part of the reason why I wanted to play the amalgams, was so that I could use dragons to make them permanent. It was a thought. It wasn't too bad. Again, what, 5th? Not a big loss by any stretch of the imagination. Could have been so much worse. I'm going to do one more tonight, guys. Obviously, I got to it real late. It's pushing 8:30 here for me, and I still have to get up at the normal time tomorrow. It's going to be a long day. But I do what I can for you guys. Still got some... I'm going to have another video dropping after the stream today. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Demons, dragons, elementals, pirates, and undeads. I just want to play Zephyrus because he's awesome. Phelan as well. Huh. Let's do Zephyrus. We haven't done Zephyrus in a while, and I picked Phelan a couple times in the last couple days, so. The last couple streams we've had her in at least 1 or 2. And I don't think we've had Zephyrus in, like, at all. Yeah, so I'm gonna have another video dropping after this stream today, guys. So yeah, like I said, keep your eyes peeled for that. It should be one of the solid matches. I don't even remember which one. I already did the work for it, so just gonna be cleaning it up and dropping it for you guys to see. Almost bonehead. Two harmless boneheads already. I might ramp up some, well, maybe we try and ramp up some undeads again. It's not the worst thing ever. I would love a really good dragon game. So, I mean, we can try and force it a little bit. Tie the first round. Let's see, let me take a quick look. Take a quick look and see what I had in store for you guys. What are we thinking? What are we thinking here? They lost their last round. They went up a tier. You know, I'm gonna go with them apples, and I'm gonna drop a harmless bonehead. Why not? We don't need tier 2 yet. Let me see what I got here. Let's see.
I think you can win this thing.
Ooh. Is that the... No, that's not the one I wanted. What's this one? No?
You're good at this.
I don't know. I'll have to figure it out later. Let's go up a tier. I'm going to slap an arrow on there. And I'm going to freeze that harmless bonehead there. So I was trying to see what the video is that I wanted to send out. What did I put out this morning? One of you guys may know. Ooh, the never-ending stars. That's good stuff. Hold on, let's see. Ooh. That's what's going to be going out. So, we're going to have a video on demons. Demon comp. So, if you want to see a really cool demon comp, that is what's going to be headed your way after the stream. No, I could level this turn. I don't really have a reason to. I mean, I do. Like, tier 3 would be great. But I'm going to grab... Tier 4 is less useful than tier 3, especially for undeads. So I'm going to grab the Harmless Bonehead. See what we get for tier 3 because there's a new Barak in it, which was honestly exactly what I was going for. And then we got the Risen Rider here. So a new Barak can die. Risen Rider will protect us. A new Barak dies, buffs the attack on the Boneheads, and those are going to be... or skeletons, and those are going to be a lot stronger. Just that one attack increase from a new Barak is massive. I was going for that, or the one that has the reborn hands.
You can stay on top.
But that's gonna hit. Bonehead, it's good. Now our minions are buffed, so we tie. Which we would have been nowhere close to tying without that attack increase.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
So now I'm definitely going to go up a tier. I'm going to grab the coin. And another Anubarak. Grab that. Why not? More buffs. We can go with a... potentially a buff. A buff comp for undeads. We'll have to see what the Lesser Trinket has for us. I don't necessarily... like, I like to push tier. I really like to be like, yeah, I'm 2 tiers ahead of everybody else, but it pretty much, you kind of got to do a risk reward. It's only, it's going to be very seldom. Yeah, I could have won as well.
Everyone's gunning for you. Watch out.
Got a mouthful of coffee grounds. That's kind of gross. Sorry for whoever doesn't want to watch me spit into a cup of coffee grounds. That was gross. Trust me, it was way worse for me than it was for you guys. Oh. Discover a Death Rattle minion. Your first Death Rattle each combat triggers an extra time. Let's go with that. And Cadaver Caretaker. It's pretty solid. Another new Barak. Let's triple that. Get a tier 4 out of the deal. Maybe Reborn. No such luck. There's no real reason why I went for that over anything else, just because. So our first Death Rattle will hopefully be a new Barak. It's not guaranteed, but if it is, it's a double Death Rattle for 4 extra attack on our undeads for the rest of the game. It's pretty gnarly. But once we go up a tier, which will be next turn, once we get a Catacomb Crasher on the field, maybe. Depends. We're kind of going with like a ramp build here, but honestly, Catacomb Crasher is pretty awesome too. And by pretty awesome, I mean super OP. The Deathly Phylactery could be a double on the Caretaker, Cadaver Caretaker, to just summon more minions and overfill the board. Triggers an extra time, so we can get a gold copy of her and just get all kinds of minions. Sweet. There it is. Tons of attack. $10 damage to him. He is at that 31 mark still, so he's doing alright. He did have a good field.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Okay, up a tier. And our 3 wishes is already doing some freaking work for us. I do want that Oozling Gladiator for our new Barak. I'm gonna use the Tavern Coin and the Careful Investment just for the extra gold next turn, and I'm gonna freeze that. Could also use the Disguised Grave Robber. I don't know, maybe get it. I don't know. We'll see what we do. 1 second, guys.
You got this. You're way ahead.
Alright, let's see. That's gonna kill that. Get that buff to our undeads again. And yeah, it's gonna be an easy win for this round. Full field undeads and 11 attack on those undeads now already. Portable tier 3, so he's going with the AoE elemental, I think. He had 2 of them already, so I'm guessing that's what he's going for.
Nice work out there.
Oozling Gladiator, and we got the taunt over there on him. I have the other one in case we do that. Yeah, no, let's just go to tier 5. Why not? Tier 5 sounds pretty good to me. Bear with me, guys. Definitely ordering some food.
Let's see if you can.
Oh yeah, I was like, why is that elemental so big? The blazing grease fire is just buffing everything in the tavern right now. Well, his minions are sizable. The best part is, we're still gonna win with our little undeads. And, even better is because we're tier 5, he's out. And that is why you don't get greedy and rush tavern tier. Because they rushed, well, I mean, we're literally higher tavern tier. But we were so much further ahead. We haven't lost any rounds, so it's a little different. After you cast a tavern spell, your undeads have +2 attack this game wherever they are. When you would summon a minion that doesn't fit in your warband, give your minions +5 attack. It's not permanent, though. So let's go with the 2 undeads every turn. I think that is going to be better. Give that reborn. I could grab those 2. They're just getting huge from the windfall, but another cadaver. I'm actually going to triple that. And let's get a tier 6 out of it. We can just use that to ramp up our field here. kind of want that prosthetic hand just for the Deathly Striker. Could also sell that off and do the Mummifier, maybe something to that effect. You know, let's do that. I'm just gonna get the Reborn on that for now. It's gonna give us extra undeads, and hopefully we can get a copy of our Catacomb Crasher. If we get Catacomb Crasher at this point, I think we're gonna be freaking killing it, honestly. I can pretty confidently say I think a new Baroque's gonna die. Let me finish what I was doing here. Let's go with that.
Everyone's gunning for you. Watch out.
Well then. Look away for like 2 seconds and we freaking annihilate that guy.
Really pulled their weight.
Mummifier triple if we want. I don't. Really want to get a Catacomb Crasher. I don't think there's not really a lot of reason to go up a tier. Another Cadaver. Jeez. Let's go like that. There's the Catacomb Crasher. Another Catacomb Crasher and a Titus Rivendare. So we're going to go ahead and do Scarlet Skull, Eternal Knight. I'm going to get rid of those. I'm going to grab that Titus, get him on the field. Get rid of the Maw. That on the field. Get rid of... both of those as well. We'll grab the Catacomb. And we're going to do that. That was one heck of a change to the field in one turn. This is going to be an insane increase to our field.
You got this. You're way ahead.
Oh my gosh. I'm like looking away and it's almost fun because I turn my head back and I'm as surprised with how big the field gets as you guys hopefully are. I mean, Catacomb Crasher's nutty. We're on a perfect game today right now. So there's also that. Let's find another copy of the Titus Rivendare. Could also remove that Harmless Bonehead. Or leave it. It's not a bad minion to have, right? If I get another copy of the Catacomb Crasher in the tavern, it would be pretty amazing. There's the other Titus. So now, that's just unreal. The stats there. This first Cadaver Caretaker is going to die, and that is going to go off 4 times. Plus the Reborn. It's going to be 25 extra summons. Sorry, 24 because of the one minion that does come back. 24 extra summons with these two Catacomb Crashers at 2/2 each. It's basically 200 to all of our undeads. So that's going to be a real big Caretaker Cadaver there. Cadaver Caretaker, whatever you want to call her. If we get another Catacomb Crasher, we can use 3 Wishes there. Or we can use 3 Wishes, try and get the triple on the Crasher, and then play a second one down, so we have a 4/4 and 2/2/1.
Everyone's gunning for you. Watch out.
That was such an easy win on that round. He has an Arcane Behemoth, though. He does, only 16 damage. He's still in it for a couple rounds left. Can try and come back. We're going against the dead guy.
Minions really pulled their weight.
So let's see what we find. Let's get another triple. Prosthetic hands, not bad. This is just gonna stay there now. It's too big to get rid of.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Alright, we just leave the field as it is. We'll get one more minion to our hand. Hopefully, I'm almost kind of dreading if we do get a Crasher. I mean, it'd be one big minion, but Calamity. Nice thing is pretty much no matter what. No, they could hit the minion next to it, but I don't think it's going to be big enough to even kill that because it's freaking massive as well. No, we'll see what happens here. That's nuts. So, Death Rattle, extra trigger, Titus, and Titus, 2 extra, that's 3 extra Death Rattles on the Caretaker Cadaver. Cadaver Caretaker, whatever. For our Crashers. 218, 202 on both of them. We got 2 of them in one turn. And the other person that's probably going to come in second is also, well, they could come in first. I don't know. Craft a custom undead at the start of every 2 turns. Repeat this. That's broken.
Got this. You're way ahead.
That's really cool, actually, but I don't know. Whereas I like the Butcher Sickle. I think it's kind of lame, but 300, 300. Let's see. Does Nobundo survive or die? Nobundo survived? How bad were their undeads? Ours are not that good, right? I mean, maybe they're not terrible, but they're. Let's see what high T service gives us. Nothing. You know what? I think better safe than sorry. We will slap the upper hand down there. Let's see. I mean, he has an Arcane Behemoth, and I don't think he was ramping up. I wasn't paying attention to like the first couple hits of the combat. So I don't think he's ramped up that much. So I think he's pretty well dead, right? We had these 2 catacombs still like full health. This is going to die right off the bat, no matter what. 27-7. Super easy death. Unfortunately, the tightest Rivendares don't get any stronger, but if we lose this round, so one, if we win, we've had pretty much a perfect game. We had a couple ties, but no losses, so we're still at max health. I consider that a perfect game. Even though they're not wins, they're definitely not losses. And ties are wins. It's my rule. So I consider it a perfect game. But if we do lose this round, which I don't necessarily see happening, then we aren't going to die either. Yeah, that Arcane Behemoth is not big enough to even really matter. It's the only minion that can even kind of do anything to us, and we can kill it with 2 of ours. And we're still getting bigger. Yep, that is, that's a wrap. Easy peasy. 15 damage. Oh, alright guys, it is getting late. That is 2 first place games out of what, 4 matches? Pretty good. We had a couple rough ones, but we had some really good ones too. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the match. Liquid, thank you for hopping into chat. Enjoyed talking to you. That goes for everyone. Johnny, you as well. Hopefully you guys hop in tomorrow. I'll be here hopefully on time. Probably, so it's 9 p.m. here. Probably be around 5:30 to 6 Eastern Standard, and then hopefully by Wednesday I'm back on my normal schedule, and I'll be on at 4:30 Eastern Standard. Oh, excuse me. But either way, that's why it's so important to turn on your notifications and subscribe. Vice versa, I suppose you have to do it the other way around. But notifications, keep them on so that you guys know when we go live every day of the week. I will pretty much always stream unless I don't know. If I was like just getting out of work now, I'd probably say you guys can suck it up until the next day. But I try and at least do a short stream if I am a little strapped for time. Either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Keep your eyes peeled for the video that's going to be dropping in probably the next 15 minutes or so. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.